Hey everyone, Kelly here from Scotty's Corner. Wanted to show you the unboxing. I got my first DecoExchange box ever. So I wanted to show you what I got and go through an unboxing with you. Here you can see right here that we got it from DecoExchange. Yay, so excited. Got my first Damon box. This is not a subscription box. This is a box that I ordered and picked out. Some of it I did choose what to order because of the unboxing that they do at the warehouse with new items. So it is exciting. I have my assistant here with me, Mr. Brendan. Brendan, would you like to say hi?
Hi.
This is my 12-year-old that is very invested in my little adventure here. Thank goodness. It's a family thing, right, everyone that has children? Couldn't understand. Okay, so if you would do the honors, please. We're going to go ahead and open up the box. Make sure, everyone, no running with scissors. And always use blade away from you with sharper objects. So we were in the process of doing some fall and Halloween. Right now, that's what we're making. So we actually wanted to get a head start on some of the new, really cool, pretty supplies for Christmas that have come out. So each year I try to jump on the bandwagon, thank you very much, of the popular theme. So this year, last year, for Christmas 2019, I chose to do a lot of the Christmas truck, which I have here. Hopefully I don't knock everything over. Okay, so I did a lot of this theme, which was the red vintage Christmas truck. I did a lot of these, and they're very popular last Christmas. This Christmas, I feel, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but I feel as though the item that's going to be really popular across the home decor crafting community is going to be gnomes. I feel like everything's been gnomes quite a bit, so I did get a few gnome items. So we're opening the box and let's see what we got. All right. So try to get this out of the way. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Move this a little bit. Okay, in addition to doing my first DecoExchange unboxing from my first Damon purchase box, etc., I'm also filming my first video, and I'm using a lighting kit that I purchased from Amazon. I'll go ahead and post the information in case you're interested. So there's a lot of firsts going on here, so thank you for joining me. Okay, so let's see what we got. Oh, everything's checked off, yay. All right, so just like I said a moment ago, I think the popular thing this year is going to be gnomes. As you can see, I got some gnomes going on here. So this is a 2-pack. They're kind of like gnome sitters. So, all right, so we have our gnome sitters. They're gonna go hopefully in the middle of our wreath. Let's see if it's pretty easy to open. Of course not. My valuable assistant, can you please hand me the scissors? It's right there in the little caddy. That'd be great. It might be a little bit easier if you could see it. Thank you, son. So we're gonna go ahead and open it so you guys can see. They are super cute. They have little sweater hats. So here's one that we got, and it's a gnome sitter. So it has a plain bottom. So I'm hoping that we can go ahead and put him on the bottom of a wreath, and he should be lots of fun to work with. So okay, so here's one gnome sitter. And here is the other gnome sitter. Now, one thing that I did get some of when I was purchasing my Sam's Club ribbon, for example, I did get some of this lime green ribbon to accent some of the items that I have. Lime green seems to be really popular this year, especially when you're getting into the elves. A lot of fun lime green type of themes going on there. So this is our other gnome, super cute. You can see him there. Okay, so just like I was mentioning before about the lime green, here is some, this is jumbo polka dot, this is lime green ribbon, sorry. So the ribbon that I purchased, this is 1.5 inch lime green, and it has the jumbo red polka dots. So here's the ribbon, and this is, as you can see here, and this is a 50 yard. So I've been trying to get larger spools of ribbon rather than just the 10 yards or 9 yards that you could get Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, etc. Because I have to purchase multiple rolls of it and then I run out of it or they stop using it in stock. So I'm trying to get larger quantities, 25 yards or 50 yards of ribbon. So I feel as though this will be easy to use in multiple different themes because it's just the standard colors with a very simple pattern, and it has the Christmas colors involved. So this is the lime with the jumbo red polka dot ribbon, 50 yards. Very excited. Okay. All right, so let me do my other gnomes. So for my other gnomes, I got picks. So I could definitely cut these if necessary. Look, we've got a little string there. I don't know if it goes up or if it goes down. We'll figure it out though. So these little guys are our gnomes, and they have that black and red motif, which was again the black and red buffalo check, super popular last year. I did go ahead on our post-Christmas sales and purchase some of that ribbon and mesh, so I'm hoping that again it will remain popular. I did get a few items in buffalo check again this year. I'm assuming that it will remain and be popular again. So here are our gnomes. Just so you're aware, I got 2 because again I have a lot of the red and black buffalo check. These are the same item. So we got 2 of these gnome picks. All right. If we wanted to continue down our gnome pick path, I got another set of gnomes. Now this is just 2. This is not the same as the 3. The difference, in addition to the quantity of the gnome, is also the length of the pick, which, because I'm not doing a traditional floral arrangement, is okay for it to be varying. We usually don't use the full pick. We usually trim it off with some wire cutters. So this is just our red and white, a little bit of silver in this one. I do have a lot of striped ribbon candy cane theme, so that's why I wanted to get some red and white. So here are our other gnomes. So I promise that I'm done with the gnomes for those of you that are not into the gnomes. I totally appreciate that. Okay, so let's continue on with our picks. So for our other picks, we got some presents. Now the presents are going to be red and green stripes here. Now they did have other ones as well on the DecoExchange website. You could look at the different items that they have available on DecoExchange.com. You can also use the DecoExchange app, which is how I selected and ordered these items. So here are the 2 presents. I will probably cut these apart and use them in either 2 different wreaths or in the same wreath in 2 different locations. So they're super cute. You can see the nice little glittery red ribbon on the top. And then again, we have that lime green type of green in use. So let me just put this here, and I don't know, let's see if this will match. What do you guys think? Think we can get away with the lime green, or do you think it's not close enough? So I think it looks pretty good. All right, so we have the presents with the stripes, red and lime green, and the other set of presents that we have are going to be the stripe, which, just like I had mentioned before, the stripe is the candy cane stripe. I got a lot of that ribbon when I went through and purchased my Sam's Club ribbon. Where did my scissors go? There we go. Thank you, my trusty assistant. All right, so we got some more presents for picks, as you can see. So we have the red and white stripe, has a little bit of silver in it, and again, it has that pretty red bow at the top with lots of glitter. I really like these because you can really pull out the silvery, glittery silver finish here, as you can see here on the package. These are foam. They're nice and light, so they should go well on a wreath. It's nice that these are a variety because the one is square and the other one is rectangle, so they will complement one another nicely. So here are our presents. Okay, that is it for the picks with the gnomes and the presents. So I'm going to do one more traditional red and green, and then we're going to switch over to some black and white, trendy type of theme. Again, as I had mentioned, I'm trying to go more towards the lime green than just the traditional evergreen, Kelly green color scheme, just because of the trend to incorporate some lime green in with the Christmas theme. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of this off to show you. So this is 10-inch, and this is poly Deco. You could see that it doesn't have the metallic foil going through it. This is very popular. The other thing is I'm on a kick where I'm getting the border stripe. So I really like the way that that looks. So I've been trying to get some of this border stripe. This is poly Deco, and as you can see on the wrapper here, we have, it is, let me see if you can see better there, the 10 by 10. And just out of curiosity, let's see here, maybe we could use some of this ribbon with it. So you could see that this is more of an apple green, and this is more of a mossy shaded green. So I don't love this together, but one reason that I did get this in green is because so much of the Christmas ribbon that you purchase is red. There's just so much red, and if you do red mesh with red ribbon, it's too much red and you lose the detail. So I wanted to get, and I'm just really quickly going to grab a ribbon or two to show you. I wanted to get some green because I don't want to have all red mesh, red ribbon, etc. Hey honey, over there in that box in the far corner, there's some red and green. Can you grab that? Okay. So here's an example of some of the Sam's Club ribbon that I purchased. So it's the Merry Christmas. As you can see, all red, right? And we do have some of that dark green and lime. You can see that throughout. We have some of that lime green. So I'm hoping that that will accent it. Thank you very much. This is a little more of the traditional green we have here, but that's, if you can see, it's kind of glitter mixed in. So that's red and green. Again, a lot of red ribbon came up when I was doing my Sam's Club shopping. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to use this lime green with the border stripe with a lot of this red ribbon that I got. Okay, we'll just move this. This is not DecoExchange. This is Sam's Club. just trying to complement what I already purchased. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna move on from red and green. Red and green is done. We are moving on to super popular, always versatile, black and white. Okay, so as you can see, my obsession with black and white, or I'm sorry, my obsession with border stripe continues. So we did another border stripe. It is the 10 by 10, okay. I use a lot of 10 by 10. The only time that I really use the 21 inch is if I'm doing the bubble or the poof method. Whenever I'm doing a spiral ruffle, the combo spiral ruffle, or any type of pattern, I usually go with the 10 inch. So again, this is the nice border mesh, and this is the poly deco, so it is not the shiny with the foil. Usually, whenever I do a wreath, I need 2 rolls of the 10 inch, 10 yard. So I've learned through trial and error and not being able to complete wreaths to get 2 whenever I'm buying rolls of deco mesh for wreath. So because black and white is so popular and I wanted to be able to use it in a few wreaths, I did get 4 rolls here, so I got 2 and 2, and that should at least provide me to get through 2 whole wreaths at minimum. So just to show you how nice it would complement, so you could go ahead and use any of your Christmas ribbon to complement the black and white theme. So we have a few that have, that's probably a little too much stripe, right? Over in that box, I think there is black and white, check. In top right, and check. My handy dandy assistant is going to help me again. So this will be nice as well to pull in red and white stripe. Thank you. So this was from Sam's Club, and this is something that's kind of nitpicky to me. This is black and natural, and this is really truly white. So when I go to do this wreath, I will not use the natural. I will make sure that I use true white. It's just a personal preference that I have. Now I do have some that is just white, so I have been using this in my fall wreaths that I've been making. I'll bring this up so you can see it. This is actually from Joann's, and it was Christmas last year, so you can see this is Joann's ribbon. It's pretty good with regards to quality. I wouldn't say that it's the same quality as what you would get from a Deco Mesh or an Etsy store, any of that really good ribbon. It will hold its shape, but I would not use it in the front. I would have it in the back of both because it does need a little bit of stability. You can see that it'll get a little bit dinged up there. So, but it was a pretty pattern, so I did get that at Joann's. But pretty much any type of red that you would want to use would complement the black and white well. This is just a regular canvas red ribbon, and again, Members Mark, this is the Sam's Club brand. Okay, so that is our black and white border stripe Deco Mesh, and we did get this all from DecoExchange.com. I'm not sure, is it DecoExchange? My apologies if I'm mispronouncing the DecoExchange. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe
Deco or Deco? Deco.
Deco.
Okay. Jury is still out, people. Go ahead and vote if you think it's Deco or Deco. Deco like a gecko, or deco like a, I don't know. How about that? All right, so with our black and white theme, I did get a few picks. So with the picks, they had magnolia leaves, which I know that they are big into everything southern since they're out of Louisiana. So these I thought were really pretty, and I thought they would go really quickly because they're so popular and they're super affordable. So I figured that these would be sold out pretty quickly. So I jumped all over these when I saw that they were the black and white buffalo check. You'll notice this, and I'll just zoom in here so you can see it. This is a velvet. It's really pretty. So I wish they had more velvet accents for the holidays. It really is something that will add texture to your projects. So this is a black velvet with the black and white buffalo check. Very pretty. It'll accent your wreaths or your projects very nicely. Same thing, I just got two. Okay. The other black and white that I purchased were these poinsettias or poinsettias. I think I add the T, and the T is not supposed to be there. So let's see what these look like. They kind of have a burlap aspect to them here. So let's see here. They're really stiff. So this is great if you're into creating different angles for your petals, right? So if you want to add some different layers to your projects, that will work nicely. So got the black and white buffalo check, and it looks as though we also have a little bit of, and I couldn't tell this on the website, this is very cute. It looks like there's a little bit of teal blue accent in there. So I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of teal blue for the centers. And then these are super cute, these pipe cleaners. I bet if we could find black and white striped pipe cleaners, that they would go really nice in the background on our frame to hold our mesh in. That would be a really nice accent. So here's what the poinsettias look like. Again, the leaves have a really nice form to them. If you wanted to go ahead and shape the petals up, you could do so. Okay, so here's the poinsettias. Same thing, everyone. I did get three, hoping either to use two in one project or to use them across multiple projects. So here's what they look like. Super cute. Okay. Thank you. So, move this out of the way. It's not part of my DecoExchange purchase. Okay, so we have two signs here. This will be a surprise. Okay, so here is our first sign. So the sign for me is what makes the theme of the wreath. Okay, so we have our color scheme. We have whether it'll be a little more traditional, whether it'll be whimsical, whether it'll be playful, whether it'll be farmhouse. I usually determine that based on the sign. So the central theme for this wreath, let's see here. Okay, so this is to complement, accent, all of those truck, everything, vintage retro truck that I purchased last year at the end of the season. What's great about this, if you can see, there are candy canes mixed in here throughout. So I can use all of that striped ribbon. I keep saying rhythm. It sounds so close, so doesn't it? I do have a lot of rhythm, I think. I don't know. You definitely get your dance moves from your mother, that's for sure. Okay, so candy canes mixed in mean I can use all of that red and white striped ribbon along with the project. We have, now this is more of the traditional green. It's a little bit more mossy than it is evergreen. You can kind of see here It's a little bit mossy. This is fall ribbon. Okay, but I do have the truck incorporated in here. Look to see in that, right over here, see that box of truck ribbons in there? If you could grab that for me. I did see the truck ribbon with the Sam's Club ribbon, which I was surprised because I had to purchase mine at Joann's, Michael's, etc. last year. But just like I had mentioned before, I did a lot of the truck theme last year. And then from my handy dandy assistant here, thank you very much. You could see that we have some of the ribbon that has the vintage truck and the Christmas trees, etc., to coordinate with our sign. So that's why I wanted to get a sign that would accent all of the red truck, vintage red truck theme that I had purchased last year for that ribbon. Okay, so hopefully this will all coordinate together well. Okay, so here's our next sign, and this unfortunately is our last reveal. Boo-hoo. It was fun though, right everyone? Okay, so here's our last item. Drum roll please. Ta-da! All right, so this nice until proven naughty, this is going to be our whimsical theme. So this will be something that's fun. It'll be a little bit more elf, playful, and I think that, I don't know, let's see here if it'll go with our lime. So this has some white in it, so that we're pulling out. Let's see here. You want to hand me this one that's open? This one that's open. I think that it might go with our quarter stripe mesh. Thank you very much. So let's see how that looks together here. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So we have our red and green border stripe mesh. You can see that it is more of the lime color than it is the traditional evergreen color. Okay, so let's just take a look at this here. So maybe we could coordinate something like this. And you can see here we have our stripe. So we could do a little bit of stripe to go along with our stripe here. And excellent. My assistant chose this without me asking him for it. How clever is that? Okay, so here is, move this guy out of the way. So here is some just plain lime green to complement the lime green, to complement the lime green, right? Okay, how about anything else in that box that might coordinate? I think that, and I did not show you this earlier, so this ribbon is striped. It'd be nice to have the diagonal stripe complement with the horizontal stripe. If you see very closely, let's check and zoom in here. This red and white stripe has a little wire border of lime green. So I feel that this would coordinate very well with this sign. Okay. But you could keep them out for a second. The other thing that we could do is, can you hand me these? Remember that we have some accents that have the lime green in them, and my assistant is getting them for me right now. Look at this. So we have two things going on here. All right. We have the right colors, white, green, and a glittery red mixed in with our presents here. Also, doesn't it happen to match our diagonal stripe? So this is a very well coordinated accent. I guarantee you that these presents will in some way, shape, or form end up on this wreath. Okay, let's see if we can make this stay here for a second. there's one way to make it work. Whoopsies. All right, so let's see that right there. All right, so as you can see, whenever I shop to try to assemble a theme for a wreath, I try to get complementing items so that it's easier for me to put a theme together. So red glitter striped with green and white. We have our lime green text involved, and that's why we would go with our lime green striped mesh. And we have our accent present. I would almost say that this looks like a wreath that we could go ahead and make. And maybe if we have the time, etc., we could go ahead and make this wreath on a live or a video. We could stream it in some way, shape, or form. So let's do this. Okay, so here is, with the exception of this, here are my items that I got from DecoExchange. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I'm ready to get going with my Christmas wreaths. It is September, however, Christmas is probably the most popular time of year to go ahead and get the purchases. I noticed from last year, I could not keep up with the demand. So I wanted to get a head start on it. We're hoping to do a few craft fairs in October and November, which would be an ideal time to start selling some of the Christmas items. So we're going to go ahead and get started on Christmas very soon. I want to say within the next 2 weeks, so that we can get a head start on all of our Christmas wreaths for the holidays. So I hope that this was fun for you. It was definitely fun for me, not only to open my brand new box of fun wreath accessories, but also to share the time with you and maybe give you a little bit of inspiration for some Christmas items that you can put together to make a new theme for one of your wreaths. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my assistant. You could say you're welcome, or
You're welcome.
teenagers these days. Am I right, people? All right. Thank you so much. We will talk again soon, and take care. Stay healthy, everyone. Bye.